All right. Hello, English 5. Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Um, again, you've heard me say this 1,000 times. I know that we're still in this virtual framework. I'm still going to meet at the beginning of every hour, but as far as how assignments will be pushed out, we're still going through that cycle of pushed out Monday to be worked on over the course of Monday and Tuesday to Tuesday night. Um, so this is what needs to be worked on over the course of today and tomorrow. So I'm on the classwork page right now. We're going to be on lesson 7. We worked a lot with tone last week, so we're going to work on mood this week. So we're going to go backwards slightly and just practice on some mood stuff before we try to do anything further with that. So that's what lesson 7 is all about. I'm just going to hop right onto the assignment. Just a quick reminder though, if you need a refresher on mood and what mood is, if you go back down to lesson 4, Introduction to Tone and Mood, and inside the slides, we spent a considerable amount of time on mood. So just in case you need to go back there. All right, so lesson 7, you'll have this document. It'll make a copy of it for you. All right, 2 parts again. Well, kind of like how the tone practice was. There's going to be 2 different parts. Make sure that you complete both parts for the full credit for the assignment. Zoom in a little bit more. All right, part 1. I focus primarily on setting. If you remember with mood is that feeling that's generated from the text. So if you remember, tone and mood are closely linked. Tone is the author's attitude towards what they're writing about, and mood is then that feeling that gets generated in the reader when they're reading that work. So usually tone and mood are very linked, and there's different ways to look at mood, but mood is also sometimes referred to as the atmosphere of the work, okay, how it overall feels. And so the closest element that most point to in trying to help you see mood is the setting, how things are set up, and usually the setting can generate the feeling. So that's what we're going to be working on here in part 1. Just follow the instructions. There's steps and questions that you need to answer. Number 1, read the 2 setting descriptions below. So you have one right here, and then one right here. The interesting part is that they both start with the same sentence. The park was abandoned when she saw it. The park was abandoned when she saw it. However, they're going to be, by the end of it, by the end of each one of these paragraphs, they're going to have 2 separate moods. They're going to generate 2 separate feelings for us as readers. So go ahead and read those. And then 2, explain what you feel, what the feeling is, what the mood that was generated in description 1. Explain that one. And then step 3, explain the feeling and mood for description number 2, right there. And 4, go back and reread both descriptions. Highlight at least 3 words or phrases in both description paragraphs that help to build the mood you explain in steps 2 and 3. Sorry. Both description paragraphs that help to build. Okay, yep. So you're going to go back in here and you're like, okay, so what had jumped out to me to help me generate that mood? Okay, how I felt are the words that I chose to explain how this made me feel when I was reading it. So let's see. This is kind of a juicy one. So if I wanted to use this quote here, again, highlighting tool right here. Boom. So you highlight the text, and then click that highlighter button, select the color you want to highlight it. Boom. Find a couple phrases, words, anything that jumped out to you. You need at least 3 for both description number 1 and then description number 2. Okay. So whatever phrase you want, you feel like jumps out at you, make sure you highlight that. And again, 3 of those. All right, 5. What is the difference between the 2 descriptions? So compare them. What does that say about the importance of language when trying to create a feeling and setting? So how do they get so different? And then why is that so important? And why is language so important? If they started the same way and we got 2 different moods, what does that say about the importance of language and how we use language? Okay, how we use the certain words, certain phrases, certain images. Why is that important? Then 6, you get again. I went back to this because when I saw you guys do some of this to begin with, mood was actually the one that it looked like got a little bit more confused on. Tone you guys got pretty well, but so I wanted to revisit this. So you're going to do it a slightly different way. We're going to kind of practice with the same way that this part 1 opened. So you have chart below here. You're going to write the beginning of basically 2 short stories. So you're going to describe 2 settings, sort of. Like the chart above. Basically, you're going to do this yourself. Start with the same sentence frame that is typed in each box for you, and try to capture the 2 distinct moods labeled for you. I gave you 2: peaceful and calm, and anxious and nervous. Okay, as different moods to capture, and I feel like those are opposites. So that way, you could it kind of help you separate them. And I said each one should be at least a paragraph, just like above. So you're going to start with the same phrase in each one. The waves crashed across the sand, and I knew, and then you keep going. Okay? So you keep going after that. Oops. Same one here, or the waves crashed across the sand, and I knew, blah, 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 and you're trying to go for that. Okay, by the end of it, I want my reader to feel calm. Okay? Second one, the waves crashed across the sand, and I knew. And then this one, you got to try to get that anxious feeling. You want the author to feel the anxiousness. Okay, feel nervous, on edge. Again, just be creative. Keep it simple, and then you'll do fine with that. All right, then part 2. I want to switch slightly over to song. We haven't done a song yet, and songs are always a good one to help us do mood, because we can also attach songs to um, because looking at the lyrics can help, and we'll be doing that. But because the song gives us more, the setting of the song is more, or the atmosphere of the song is more the music that's being played, and then also if there's accompanied by a music video, that also helps to set the mood. So that's what we're going to kind of look at. We're going to explore through a particular song. So part 2, 1, watch the following music video for the song "Wonder" by Shawn Mendes. I apologize if you don't like the song. I was trying to find something current. And it seemed current, and it seemed like it could work for this activity. And he wasn't cursing like a sailor and talking about things that I can't bring up in school. So I selected this one. So this link will take you to a YouTube video of the music video for that song. And number 2, after watching the music video, what do you think is the song's overall mood, or how does the song make you feel? Again, it's all about that feeling that you get in this case, as a listener. So try to explain that. And 2. Then 3, then read through the song lyrics, and they're listed below. Highlight at least 3 words or phrases that jump out to you, or that you feel help show the song's intended mood. And again, I show you where that is. So, wherever you find that, whatever section you want, highlight whatever color. I'm just weird with my color coding, so you don't have to do it in that color, but at least 3 different areas, things that jump out to you. All right, question 4. How does the music video affect the mood? Basically, what would be lost if you're just read the lyrics and not watch the music video and hear how the song is supposed to be performed? Okay, so again, this is different stuff. This is more of that atmosphere, and how this overall setting can affect um, the song, and affect what we feel like that mood is. Because if you just read it, basically, if you just read these lyrics and you didn't hear the song and you didn't watch the music video, what would you think it's supposed to feel or sound like? And how does it help to have that music? And how does it help to have um, the music video to kind of give you a better idea of what it's supposed to feel like for us as listeners? And 5, now that we're kind of putting everything together, what do you think is the meaning of the song? Or what do you think he's writing about here? Or singing about, rather? Um, Again, another way to think about it, or what are you, the listener, supposed to take away from the song? Again, this can be, it doesn't have, there's not really a right or wrong answer. I can make some strong inferences based on the lyrics, but what do you think the meaning is? And then why is the mood so important in helping that listener understand the message? Because, if you didn't want us to feel one way and then the message was totally something different, then it doesn't match up, right? So why did we need to have this mood in order to help communicate this message, right? Or to help enhance his message? Maybe it's the way that the singer or the artist is feeling. Maybe, so what's the meaning and then why is that mood so important in helping us understand that meaning? All right, do your best you can with this. Again, this is a 2-day activity, so I know it looks like a little bit, but you're working on it today, you're working on it Tuesday, get that done Tuesday night, and I think you should get this done, no problem. You'll be A-okay. Again, this is due Tuesday night, and you just turn it right back through our Google Classroom assignment. Again, I'm only on first hour, but you'll see this first, second, and sixth hour on here as well. Make sure, again, Tuesday night, get that done. If you have any questions, reach out to myself, Mr. Burton, and we'll for sure try to help you out.